Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to Sri Lanka's absolutely brilliant bid for the Commonwealth Games 2018. And here we are at Temple Trees, which is the presidential office, and we are now gathered here for the logo launch, which will go live around the world. Sri Lanka, my country, is lining up like never before. This promises to be perhaps the most historic occasion in our country, where Sri Lanka will now face the world. It's a joint bid, and we will look forward to what will be an absolutely outstanding occasion. Gathered here today is perhaps the most special, thought-out process. It's been Sri Lanka's consideration after the World Cup to look at Hambantota, because the facility for the ICC Cricket World Cup, which is something that we have always believed in, 2018 will give Sri Lanka the edge that he has always wished for. After the dark years, here we are now, looking forward, and this logo launch bid for the 2018 Games makes it perhaps the most historic occasion in our history, in our sports history. So all of you can enjoy now what will be the absolute story, the inside track on what promises to be our future.
Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka.
The civilization of Sri Lanka is more than 2,500 years old. Its recorded history commences from around the 6th century BC. In earlier times, the island was known by different names such as Serendip, Tambapanni, and Sihaladvipa. After the arrival of the European colonial powers, it was commonly known as Ceylon. According to the views of anthropologists, Sri Lanka's first settlers were the Vedas. Subsequently, the Aryan settlements were established during the 5th or 6th centuries BC, primarily in the north-central province. The chronicles record that the earliest settlers were the Sinhalese, who derived from a North Indian group of settlers. They established independent kingdoms, including Anuradhapura in the north-central region. Buddhism was introduced by Arahat Mahinda, the son of the Indian Mauryan Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC, and quickly became the religion of the state. The city of Anuradhapura became the seat of government. On a number of occasions, it had to struggle with South Indian invaders, and it safeguarded its sovereignty for over 1,000 years. In the 11th century AD, the capital moved from Anuradhapura to Polonnaruwa. A new era dawned in the annals of the Sri Lankan history with the advent of the Portuguese, who began to occupy the strategic centers of the coastal region of the island since the year 1505, starting from Colombo. They gained the monopoly in the highly valued spice trade, especially of cinnamon and pepper. By 1597, the Portuguese took formal control of the coastal regions of the island. However, they failed to dislodge the powerful Sinhalese kingdom in Kandy. With the help of the Dutch, the Sinhalese kings were able to expel the Portuguese from Sri Lanka in 1658. The Dutch administration, manned by a trading company that was mainly interested in trade and making profits, nevertheless succeeded in ruling the maritime regions up until 1796. They handed over their possessions in the island to the British in 1796 without any bloodshed. In 1815, British troops defeated the Sinhalese kingdom of Kandy and became the first European power to rule the entire island. They introduced plantations of commercial crops such as coffee, tea, rubber, cinnamon, and coconut. Sri Lanka gained independence from the British in 1948 and adopted a democratic socialist system of government. In 1972, the country became a republic and adopted Sri Lanka as its official name. Hambantota is located 240 kilometers to the south of Colombo, and in the pre-Christian era was one of the major international trading ports in the island. The place is more favorable to the independent traveler, as it is the center of fantastic nature-related attractions in the periphery, including Bundala National Park, ideal for bird watching, the Yala National Park for its elephants, and Kumana for migratory birds.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for gracing this occasion, and your presence is definitely a great source of encouragement to all of us. And with that, we are getting ready to begin this evening of very, very importance, and we would like to very warmly invite all you wonderful people in the audience to kindly rise as we get together and sing our national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Sundara Sri Harini, Sulani Ati සිත සදනා ජීවනයේ මාතා පිළිගනු මැන අප භක්ති පූජා නමෝ නමෝ මාතා අප ශ්‍රී
Thank you very much. Do take your seats and make yourselves comfortable. Well, we all know that Sri Lanka is extremely blessed with a very rich cultural heritage. And we're going to begin proceedings by presenting you with an opening act which is steeped in tradition. In a moment, you're going to see a group of little girls clad in traditional, colorful attire, and they'll be performing to a very popular, a very well venerated song, a Sri Lankan song, and it is titled Danno Budunge. And choreography and direction by veteran dance instructor in Sri Lanka, the renowned Chandana Wickramasinghe.